Hey guys, what's going on? It's your Professional. Today we're going to be talking about the Sword Bear position in the Dark Below raid in the final section where you kill Crota. This will be a guided breakdown of the various different swings or attacks you can do with the sword, how much damage each of them does, and which one is best for each situation. Now, I've heard a lot of confusion about this from my friends, random players on LFG, and the community as a whole, so I'll tell you how you can do as much damage as possible to Crota every single chance you get, which is absolutely crucial in the hard mode raid. You cannot miss an opportunity whatsoever in this hard mode, so let's get into it. Just a brief disclaimer, I play on the old X-Bone, so when I say right bumper, I'm referring to R1 for PlayStation users. When I say trigger, I mean R2. So now let's go over the swings and how much damage they each do. Also, I have to mention that these damages are on my 32 Titan, so they may be slightly different for you, but they all scale proportionally, so they will be the exact same scale of damage for each of your characters, but the numbers will just be slightly different. So first up, we have the right trigger, which does 15,301 damage. Now, the overwhelming majority of people I've talked to will tell you that this is the swing that does the most damage, and there's no need to bother with the other swings at all. And honestly, this is incorrect, and I'll explain why after we go over the other swings. Next up is the right bumper swing. This does 7,201 damage, which is not much at all. However, it can be paired with a right bumper, right trigger combo, which turns the right trigger hit, that third one, into a swing instead of a smash, with a slight decrease in damage compared to the regular right trigger attack. So what does that mean? That means that this combo does 2 hits for 7,201 damage each, then a third combo hit for 12,601 damage. And then last but not least, we have the Super Smash, which does a whopping 18,001 damage. So let's look at these numbers and use them to calculate how much damage each combination of attacks does to Crota. These combos are the most popular ones that people tend to use, and this is because you have roughly 4.5 seconds to damage Crota while he's kneeling. In that 4.5 seconds or less that you have to damage Crota, most of the time you can either do 3 right trigger hits or 2 right bumper combos. So let's compare those two against each other. Using our damages from before, 3 right trigger hits of 15,301 damage comes to a total of 45,903 damage. And this is the one, again, that everybody uses and they say that does the most DPS. So now let's look at the combo. The 2 sword combos is 4 bumper hits at 7,201 each, and then 2 right trigger combo hits at the end for 12,601 each, which brings us to a total of 54,006 damage. So clearly, 2 combos does more damage than 3 trigger hits. In fact, it does 8,103 more damage every single time you down Crota, which is substantial to say the least, right? And lastly, let's take a look at the super combo, which you can't do every single time, but you will almost always be supered for that second sword opportunity that you get. So if you have your timings down perfectly and can do 3 right trigger hits and then right bumper and left bumper for your super, you can do a ton of damage because it will essentially allow you to get 4 right trigger hits in very quickly because it resets that swinging animation, so you can do 4 right in a row. So 3 right trigger hits at 15,301 damage is 45,903 like we just talked about, but then you get another super hit at 18,001 damage, bringing it to a total of 63,904 damage, which is absolutely insane. This is obviously the best combo, but you may not have time to pull it off because it is the most lengthy combo that we've talked about. So what if you can only do 2 right trigger hits and a super smash? Well, that'll bring you to 48,603, which is actually less than the 2 right bumper combos. And the final option we'll talk about is if you can't get that last right trigger hit in for the right bumper combo, which would be 4 bumper hits at 7,201 and only 1 right trigger combo hit at 12,601 instead of the regular 2, which is 41,405. And this has actually happened to me a lot just because Crota starts getting up right at that last right trigger hit. So in summary, what is the best combo for every situation? Well, there isn't one. One combo may be better for one opportunity and another combo better for another run. So if you're just looking at damage, obviously the 3 right trigger hits and the super smash wins. And in fact, I've even seen people consistently just get 4 right trigger hits in, which is massive damage, but for the majority of us, this would be rare to say the least. So personally, my favorite for almost every situation is the bumper combo, because you're pretty much guaranteed at least 41,000 damage, and you'll usually get 54k if you can get that last combo swing in. Basically, it comes down to the fact that if you're using the most common method of killing Crota with 3 swords, you have to get between 83 and 85,000 damage in on Crota per sword that you're given, since Crota's total health is right around 260,000. So if I can get between 41 and 54,000 twice per sword with a combo instead of just trigger smashes that will only get me between 30 and 45,000 damage, I'm going to do the combo every single time. Knowing this information, really the only time I'll do anything different is when I have my super and I know for a fact I can hit Crota right as he is kneeling down. Or if I literally need to be doing less damage because he's enraging too quickly, then I'll use my right trigger hits, maybe. So I hope this wasn't too much math and that this video was informative, because like I said, I haven't met many people who use this combo, so definitely give it a try, because it does the most consistent damage out of any of the different combinations you can use in that short window of time you're allotted. So thanks for watching, guys. Try this combo out and good luck with the hard raid. We'll see you next time. Bro out. Peace.